what's going on, everybody? And thanks for joining us again. Merry Christmas to you, or happy holidays, or whatever you're getting cheerful for this time of season, because regardless of where you hail, this is still just a cheerful season and time of year, and we're ready to celebrate as we again, why we had to move a day up. So appreciate everybody joining us, but we're excited to kick off the Christmas season, and that's going to be a little bit of the theme of the episode. First, we're going to be talking about an old news story about how Fiji tried to troll Cleveland, and this one hits home when they were humbled. That's the FAF real quick. And then following up, we're going to get into the holiday season and talk about how Coca-Cola created Christmas as we know it. And then wrapping up the episode, we're going to play the game Naughty or Nice. Looking forward to testing the crew in the studio and Silent hanging in the wing to see who is truly naughty or nice. But that being said, speaking of them, bring them in. Silent Destroyer, how you doing today, my friend?
Hey, guys, I'm doing great. How's everybody doing today?
Doing well. Glad to have you. You know, you're going to keep us grounded, I think, through all this dialogue. So I'm excited for what we have in store.
I'm excited, too.
That being said, I can't do without my good friend and my co-host, Will Hubert. How you doing, Will?
Thanks, man. It's good to be back in the saddle right before the holidays.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
How are you doing?
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Merry
Gothic
Christmas.
wine. Honestly, nothing more festive. I'll probably have a few more glasses tomorrow at my aunt's Christmas party.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that's the only way to survive those Christmas parties.
Do you think wine is a Christmas drink? Or more
Wine
of like
is a Christmas
another holiday drink, like a Thanksgiving?
I think it's a festive drink. Like if you're having a Halloween party and you're over the age of 35, you're probably going to have a glass of wine. Like if it's a Christmas party, Thanksgiving, it's bourbon because I'm a man in this football. Or screw you, I'm having some wine.
It never hurts.
Get a little. What's it? What's the new hot term?
Sorbet.
No, what is little zesty? Get it.
Little zest.
It's gonna be a little zesty. I'm gonna have some wine.
Yeah.
I don't care what people think. Hair on my chest or not. All right. That being said, rocking the keys as always. Dougie Fresh. How you doing over there, Doug?
Oh, just dandy indeed. I'm ready for the holidays to come and go.
Yankee Doodle Dandy over there.
Come and go, and then immediately New Year's.
Go.
All right. Well, again, kicking off the episode. Let's get it going. That was hot. I mean, it doesn't seem loud. Maybe this is me. Anyway, here is a huge marketing fail by Fiji Water. Fiji Water, known as trying to sell themselves as high-class, sophisticated bottled water. Let's get the image up. I think this should ride in tandem with the story itself. But they thought they were cute with a marketing campaign where, wait a second. Doug, did you close this dang thing? I swear to goodness. All right, it's all Doug's fault. He closed the picture.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's true. All right. So Fiji Water advertised, hey, Fiji Water, because it's not in Cleveland. Because, of course, Cleveland's got to have bad water. Now, to their own, credit, we did have water on fire, like a natural river on fire here. So
I was going to say that's a fair defense for them.
That's totally fair analysis about what we got going on here is water.
I don't know. I think it killed all the bacteria. Maybe they should be taking some advice here.
They should be lighting their water on fire. So following up on that, the Fiji Water. There we go. The Fiji Water. The Fiji Water learned, like I said, FAF. They found out real quick when then the city of Cleveland felt compelled to respond. In their response, they go and test a bottled water of Fiji right off the shelf compared to a glass of Cleveland tap water right out of the sink. Oh, yeah. What do they learn? Significant more microplastics in their water than Cleveland. And even funnier enough, 6.3 micrograms of, arsenic per liter. There was none in the Cleveland water. So amongst a list of things that showed how significantly worse Fiji water is then just Cleveland's tap water, which makes me seem crazy because I look at my parents, I'm like, don't give my dog tap water. Get it from the Brita.
Yeah.
Just
Dogs drink out of cricks, rivers, other dogs' asses, and you're
Toilets.
like, not the tap water, dude.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what?
the
Wait,
tab
Silent.
water.
Tell me if you got my back. I feel like, I don't know, the dog's ass or creek water still doesn't have fluoride pumped into it at an unnatural rate for its teeth to be shiny.
Right. And you see the issue with a lot of the river water is a lot of it is pumped with fluoride and a lot of it is contaminated too. So that's why you should always filter your water. Regardless of where you're getting your water from, always filter it, unless it's like a natural spring and you're drinking straight from a natural spring, then yeah, that's a whole other story because that usually gets filtered by the rocks.
Or I thought Fiji was supposed to be all natural from Fiji.
Do you not care about your dog? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, dude, I would let the dog drink the radiated water from Chernobyl before Fiji water. Okay. All right.
You know what's funny is you say that, right? We're Clevelanders that have just been drinking it from the sink, just giving us our Hills Have Eyes cute little mutations. And we love it because we're Clevelanders. But think about like Paris Hilton or, just some Richie in New York, somewhere, LA. And they're like, I only give my poochies Fiji water. And it's like, yeah, you just killed your dog.
Yeah. We're from the generation that drank out of the hose. I think we're going to be quite
thank
all right.
goodness.
That's right.
Thank goodness.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Don't you miss that little extra zhuzh flavor from the rubbered hose?
Or
like
the
little
rubber,
bit of
yeah,
lead
it's been
from the
baking in
pipes.
the summer all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're the first one to hit the hose, 3 people down like my sister, it's cold. But when you're the first one, it's been cooking in that rubber. Anyway, what's funny is the kicker of all of this, this being balanced with my strong advocacy in the past few weeks for TikTok, Doug goes, dude, it's crazy you're even doing this topic because it's super old. I'm like, super old? How old? 2006. Damn, it's 2006. So here's the even bigger loss. It's kind of like Bud Light. Kudos to Bud Light. They conquered their demon. Really, they just found the cancer, removed the tumor, pretended like they never had it. What do you mean? I got a wig on. Never lost my hair. We're good. But in tandem with Fiji water, this is 18 years later.
Yeah.
And it has resurfaced on like a totally new platform. A whole new generation is rediscovering something your marketing team was like, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. We are clean from the hills of Fiji. And then they're like, some kid's like, wait, what? Cleveland? That forgotten town? Yeah. I love that like Gen Alpha is out here rediscovering something. Doug's like, I seen that and it comes up every 3 years and I just chuckle.
Dude, Doug's like over there like, I remember when they put missing persons on the carton. And now the kids today are going to be like, that was a thing. That's going to be the next hot topic.
That was the thing. I get annoyed when my phone makes an obnoxious buzz. Did your milk make that sound? No.
No, probably
Silence. The tears of the lost.
Probably not.
Silence.
And Simon's missing.
Silent Destroyer. Any thoughts?
Yeah. See the thing about the whole Fiji water thing, it's honestly such a waste of money. Like you're just being marketed to. That water doesn't really have any sort of like benefits or any difference than the water that you get from your tap. Because in most of North America, specifically in states and provinces that touch the Great Lakes, your water is fine. I mean, other than Flint, Michigan, your water is fine, right? Like you're gonna be okay. Just put a filter, classic Brita, maybe even a reverse osmosis filter if you want to get really fancy, and you should be okay. Really, you don't need to be buying any sort of bottled plastic water because that water probably sat in a warehouse for who knows how long and baked in the sun for who knows how long by the time it got to your store, and it sat in your store for who also knows how long. So it definitely has microplastics inside of it. So yeah, you don't want that water.
You know what's funny, Silent, is when we like talk about microplastics, the way we have kind of interpreted it is like little pieces of hard.
Yeah, like
it's like, no, what plastic is a combination of liquids that in your chemistry class mixed together makes this hard plastic. Well, guess what? The natural properties of things, they slowly start to separate from each other once again. So what you have is like clear, almost invisible. Pour yourself a cup of water or something like from plastic. Put it in a glass. Let it sit there overnight even. I was going to say a couple hours, but even an hour. And look at the film that creates on top. You just think it's like, waves in the water. Just waves in the water. Nope. So when we say microplastics, so here's something. Most people, Americans especially, are eating about a credit card's worth of plastic a week. Classic. So,
Cool.
yeah, no biggie.
Yeah, cool.
No biggie.
Is that how I get my Amex card?
Oh, my God. Yes.
That's how you get the invite. Yeah, that's how you get the invite.
Cha-ching. So that's a major piece. I appreciate you kind of bringing light to that. Is one, think about where you're getting your water from. That's why I try so hard. It's so funny. I have it here. I don't always bring it with me in the studio. I carry this everywhere I go. And, it's probably not good because it's also plastic. So
Stainless steel.
I'm going to tell you right now, here's something really cool. For those of you who want to walk the line and be a plastic risky user, I learned this in high school environment class. If you go to the bottom of your plastic bottle and go to the recycling symbol, like the triangle, you want 5, 6, or 7. It'll have like a number in it. And
My bottle's number 1.
You're gonna die. Nope, a little bit of plastic. Just have a couple of them. So yeah, these, in the studio we've got Click the Will. We got these.
It's
Those aren't
Fiji.
good for you. It's
Fiji.
Boo.
Boo, Wendy. Boo, Wendy.
Boo. But I carry this around. Shouldn't be eating. For the last 4 years at my current job, I have taken this every day. That's gonna have a toll. Like I'm not getting plastic, but it's got a 5 on it. But it's got a 5, and the people that are regulating that care about me.
Hey, we like a hydrated king. That's all I'll say.
You guys stay hydrated. It's true.
Hydrated king, man.
So
Especially in the
one,
summer.
you need to be getting a gallon a day. That should be your goal. And
Yeah.
everything beyond that is great. You should be trying to max out on your water. Definitely try to eradicate sugar waters, but a treat here or there. I get it. We're all human. So try to get a gallon, probably not in plastic. But how do you make a lifestyle out of that? Like the convenience of buying, I need to supply a bunch of waters to a bunch of people in a studio coming and going. That's the most practical. Why? I can buy them as they run out, and they're single doses, and the refill process is easy. And I think we've had this dialogue on the show a long time ago, but this kind of parallels the old world that was so very achievable, but seems almost fantastical and impossible today. When I talk to my parents, we're in a shopping center. In front of this shopping center is a beverage store. My dad and my uncle would work at that beverage store, and they would tell you there was a whole system where people would buy Coca-Cola. Keep that in mind because that shit's going to come back in the next topic. But they'd buy Coca-Cola or beer, and that would come in bottles. You would pay 10 cents more a bottle, and then you would return all of that when you go back to maybe get more or just return it to get some of your money back. And there, again, for a bottle that is worth 50 cents and you're paying 60 cents a bottle, it's worth it to turn it back in and get 60 cents back. So you had a whole economy of people where everybody was trained to take the good, use the good, save the good, bring it back. Whoa, talk about a lack of trash. Puerto Rico might want to tap in on this. Notes to take. But we could benefit from that too. Many, many miles of acres where we are just suffocating methane and creating a problem for somebody else down the line. This would be great. We need to get back to it. It would solve multifaceted problems, and we'd eliminate a lot of these plastics. The fact that is the number one loss. Why take on Cleveland's water when you're serving it in something that makes your water cancerous? Lose right off the bat. You've got microplastics, they got 0. Let's double down. Why are we not talking about arsenic in the water? It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. You can't even notice. And then Cleveland, their river's on fire. They get to go, we got no bit. Not a little bit, no bit.
We noticed it too. It's such a weird. Always wanted to pick on Cleveland for sure. 2, you couldn't have picked Flint, Michigan.
Well, okay. I love you, Brett. Give us the middle camera. Let me tell you this. In silence dialogue there, I wanted to look up. I like Google getting all sweet and smart with
The AI thing.
AI
Gemini,
thing. It makes
yeah.
it super quick. So polyfluoral kill substances, a group of man-made chemicals that are resistant to heat, oil, and water. Lovely. Wide range of products, including non-stick cookware. That's what you need in your gut biome, firefighting foams, and stain-resistant fabrics, because your digestive tract is calling for that. So I go, hey, guy, is Michigan water still poisonous? Google flat out, yes. Yes, it is. Some parts of Michigan still have water quality issues, including these PFASs, these type of chemicals that, like I said, making fire-resistant foam.
Like
and
their water out of their faucet sometimes like yellow. It's like ridiculous.
While more than 90% of Michigan's drinking water supplies don't contain detectable levels of PFAS, some untreated source water and local municipal supplies do. The city do have detectable dangerous levels. Okay, the city of Ann Arbor, lovely, they make people there, is the only effective municipal drinking water system. I mean, I can't really say much beyond that. I'd really like to dig, but they get another year of digging
Just
on us.
got them.
The Huron River watershed and has taken steps to reduce PFAS contamination. Oh, so they got a lot of arsenic, lead, and in northern Michigan, the Air Force dumped firefighting foam near the base's drinking water source, which, go figure, led to high levels of PFAS.
That's just
In the
one of those,
groundwater.
like, it happened, and you know some commander got a phone call. Said, we missed it by this much. And then immediately he's on the call and gets another call. Did you hear what your guys dropped the water?
Pete Buttigieg is literally in a male birthing hospital bed, and he's like, I got bigger fish to fry.
I have my FMLA to worry about.
Yeah. Hit the road, Jack. Lovely. Silent, I got to ask, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, like I said, if you're gonna buy plastic bottled water, just remember you're 100% consuming microplastics. So keep that in mind.
Good.
Number 2, it's such a waste of money. It really is. Once you figure out how much profit it is for these companies and how much they're actually charging you, they're really ripping you off. Like, they really are ripping you off. Like, once you look into the numbers, it's crazy. Like, they're charging you $2-3 for a bottle that cost them like maybe 50 cents to make.
Dude, you're being too generous. It literally doesn't even cost them that.
Yeah.
My dad did engineering for pop distributors, and you'd be amazed how cheap soda pop is.
Mhm.
Like, en masse, it's practically free. And the thing they're really only paying for is the bottle. And again, what do they care? Like, nothing. It's nothing.
Don't care.
That's why they go plastic.
Mhm.
As far as my wrapping thought goes, I like the points that were brought up in regards to Michigan. Like, why even compare yourself to us? Maybe that's the bias in me. But again, pick your battles. The sad part is, how is this even a conversation? We have part of the country has poisonous water, and we just kind of like chuckle about it. If they weren't terrible football folk, maybe I'd care more. No, seriously, you should care. This is a part of our nation that we joke about having poisonous water, and Fiji makes light of it by going like, we're not Cleveland. And it's like, one, what a gag when you become worse. What?
We're not Cleveland. Bitch, you wish you were.
yeah.
That's all I got from
At this point, literally, at this point, you do wish you were. So you get a backfiring marketing scheme, and we revolve around you. Why didn't you pick another location? Is that punching down too far? Like, I think at that point, if you say we're not Michigan, then the whole place is like, whoa. Like, it kind of plays off better that you pick someone that is kind of better than you, but has like a meme type personality, because everybody loves making fun of Cleveland.
Mhm.
And even if Cleveland gets one up on you, they're like, but no one wants to live there. So it's one of those, I think they chose this knowing, hey, even if it's a losing battle, if we actually pick someone where we're punching down, then it becomes like a headache nightmare. So I don't know. I just think it's a fun story. I love that rediscovering it. It's like this was something from 18 years ago, and it's a kudos to why marketing and its finesse is such a art, because one really bad misstep like Bud Light or something, it could haunt the label for eternity. So I have thoughts.
I just like to think that the intern from like California, the marketing intern, I got like in charge, like find a slogan for the new Fiji bottle, whatever. He's like, let's compare it to other water. I know why I picked Cleveland. They don't know about Flint, Michigan over there. They know about Cleveland. They always hear about Cleveland. That's why I got picked. That's 100% got picked. So the fact that it's now trending on TikTok again, knowing that some fired intern from like 15 years ago was like, so I lost my job. Like, I just know he said, he's like, his kids are probably looking at it like, Dad, did you know this about Cleveland? I did know that about Cleveland. I did. Yeah. I did, actually. How did you know? Wow. At least it won't be. And then, like, he went to another job and the same thing happened.
Yeah.
Fires,
he's at Bud Light now. He's like, son of a bitch.
No, I'm being dead serious. Like, I guarantee you, it's like, if you think of the Midwest, Cleveland, it's one of the first that come to mind.
True.
We're in California. Of course, our water's better than Cleveland.
You fucked. Doug, rapid thought.
I really like Will's point that at this point, that dude's probably been long gone from Fiji, and it just keeps popping up all the time. I love that. That was something I didn't even think about, is that it does keep popping up, and that poor dude has to relive that trauma every time.
No, a whole brand relives the trauma of some like 17-year-old idiot they gave an internship to.
Some young hotshot right out of like Penn.
Yeah.
Thinking he had it all figured out, or like Cal Poly.
Nope.
Fired.
Yep.
Fired.
Got him.
Yep. Cleveland. Hey, don't fuck with Cleveland.
That's
What is it? Cleveland against the world. Cleveland
baby.
against the world. There is a reason that is a statement.
Take it on. Take it on. All right. Transitioning now, getting us into the festive holiday spirit. The next topic is a discussion about how Coca-Cola has created Christmas as we know it, and a lot of our interpretation of our holiday. So, as Coca-Cola played a significant role in shaping the modern image of Santa Claus, they didn't create Santa Claus and its Christmas traditions just off of a whim. So, the character of Santa Claus is based on St. Nicholas, which is a character that comes from the 4th century Greek bishop known for gift giving, especially to children. This evolved to other saint interpretations, and of course, the spirit of his continued through the 19th century. Coca-Cola's influence really came into play in the 1930s, where Coca-Cola commissioned illustrator Hayden Sundblom to create a holiday advertisement featuring Santa Claus. The aim was to boost winter sales of their product, because what they noticed was that Coca-Cola just wasn't selling in the winter. Go figure. People didn't want an ice cold sugar drink in the winter. It was more of like a refreshing treat in a hot summer. The aim then debuted in 1931, solidifying the image as we recognize it. A warm, round man with a white beard, rosy cheeks, red clothing. Personality is cheerful, kind, and brings the spirit of Christmas. But the colors were bound to red and white. And the red and white suit aligned with Coca-Cola's branding. And what was not an invention by the company, it had appeared in earlier illustrations. So Coca-Cola's advertising was hugely influenced due to its widespread reach And the Sunbloom Santa Claus appeared in magazines, billboards, and other media for decades, reinforcing his image globally. While Coca-Cola didn't invent Santa Claus, their campaign popularized the modern commercialization of this image, and they now dominate it today. Coca-Cola's marketing efforts also contribute to the association of Christmas with consumerism and the idea of giving gifts as a central part of the holiday. In summary, while Coca-Cola didn't create Santa Claus or Christmas, their advertising significantly shaped the contemporary imagery and traditions that we associate with the holiday today, and they are the center root of kind of how the holiday has evolved from its central purpose, which is the religious appreciation, but also bringing about familial and cultural appreciation. It's all rooted in love, and instead it's been bound by consumerism. Do you have any thoughts before I kick you to silent?
I mean, whenever I think of Christmas and Coca-Cola, I just think of those commercials as a kid with the polar bears. I know it's
Polar
not
bears.
Santa
Again.
Claus, but like
Again, what does that have to do with Christ?
exactly. You know, it's refreshing. It really feels refreshing too. Like at this time of year, like a nice cold Coke. I had one the other day.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's strong marketing.
Yeah.
That's called success.
I don't think it was Christmas. But
Synergy.
yeah, it got me. Got my money.
That's right.
I got those microplastics.
Hey, they come in glass bottles if you look hard enough. Silent, what are your thoughts on the whole
They
thing?
do. Yeah, Coca-Cola are evil geniuses. I'm just gonna say it. They're evil geniuses. They literally marketed a drink that's so terrible for you and normalized it and made it okay and made it such a normalized part of society through these campaigns, right? They're almost 138-year-old company, right? Almost 140 years. So they knew exactly what they were doing when they started this marketing campaign. And till this day, they still aggressively market everywhere. Like you can't miss them. They're in sports arenas, you know, they're in like the World Cup, the Olympics, like everywhere. They're everywhere. And their global dominance is unstoppable, and they leverage that dominance to push bullshit drinks like Coca-Cola towards you, because all of that stuff is so bad for you. It's literally like deteriorating the insides of your stomach. Yet it tastes so good. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't that killer?
I used
gotta
to
tell
be a
you,
Coke
my
addict when I was a
crux is
kid.
Sprite.
Yeah,
Like the way a Sprite
Little
slaps
Fanta
or like a
too?
Baja
Oh, yeah.
Blast.
Oh, Baja Blast.
Like when you find the one that scratches the itch. I mean, crisp and fresh. I get it. And I'm a water guy. Like I'll pick water 10 times over.
Me too.
But I get it.
I get it too. I completely, because I when I was a kid, I used to be a Coke addict. I used to drink like 3-4 of them a day, you know? So I get it.
That's up there.
Dude, my dad was a severe Diet Pepsi addict. Quite literally never had water, just Diet Pepsi. So here's what's crazy. I grew up in a culture where I had parents never drank alcohol, but had like a display bar up in our living room and a display bar in our basement. And it had a hose that was a bar tap, and I could just get pop. And, you know, 90% of my involvement with that tap was, this is the most my dad got close to water. It was soda water. So the tap S was soda water. E was Diet Pepsi. Probably since 6. Alexander! I need more S. Clink, 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 clink. And then I'd go and fill it up with S. Give me some D. And I'd throw in the pause. And I'd throw in the Diet Pepsi. So what's funny is that evolved to the point where, you know, you're in a mundane job. That's the routine. Think of like the 90s. A routine in the 90s is so different than a routine today. I'm talking internet doesn't exist. Like at most, you've got a walkie-talkie cell phone. Like so much of this world is like a gray routine. And so it's so easy to live that providing lifestyle where it's just like pop, 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 pop. And then all you're drinking is pop. It took so much exposure obnoxious overexposure to studies that showed how cancerous diet pop is more than regular pop, but all of it sucks and you shouldn't be drinking out of it. For magically and probably some doctoral intervention, but my dad cut that shit cold turkey. That isn't easy to go from no water, occasional less, some of that soda pop, but to none of it. And it is funny, again, parents don't drink, but if you catch us like at the beach bar, you know, on a vacation, and I've got a cocktail, my sister's got a margarita, dad gets his diet pop.
He gets his diet soda.
So I get it. It's a niche. It's an addiction. It's its own culture. It's its own thing. But I want this conversation to parallel something. While we'll keep bound to that, we're starting the day off with talking about microplastics in our water and Fiji losing to Cleveland water. But I also want this conversation to run parallel to the loss of the spirit of this holiday, right? So, you know, Puberty, the Instagram profile, does a voting poll and does all the Christmas movies against each other. And one of the things they find is their viewers voted Home Alone the most favorite regular Christmas movie, the most Christmas movie that everybody would actually enjoy to watch. Grinch was up there too, but the one that took the cake was Home Alone. And one of the things that like comes through in that movie is how like in the momentum of our go society and lifestyles, beyond leaving a child behind and totally forgetting about them, like a lot of the things we care about and really the meaning of this time and the meaning of what, like Thanksgiving has become such a pain in my ass because I'm stuck not being able to relax and enjoy my time, but I'm stuck being with family and that's a pain in the ass. But at the same time, it's like, you're losing sight then of why you're taking that time. Like the president one day 70 years ago doesn't say national holiday, they have to let you have off so you could drink wine and play Fortnite. Like, no, that wasn't the thought. The thought was because you need to take the time, no matter how much of a backache it can be, you need to take the time to appreciate family and people you care about, the people that support you. And I feel like we've lost that.
100%.
One of the things Doug and I do on our Sundays is we do the reactions channel and the Rethink Actions show. We did a Christmas episode this last Sunday, and the Christmas episode had a series of Elf on the Shelf bits. And they're hilarious, man.
Love
like we there's so many of them and we picked the best ones. And you really should go check it out, Rethink Actions YouTube channel, or go to our website. But it was hilarious. And me and Doug kind of had a brief convo of like how that's a huge piece of the culture now. And we are foreign to it. And I think a lot of us would appreciate the wonder of Christmas. And I think if we had kids, we'd repeat the mystery and fantasy of Santa Claus to keep this fantastical magic alive, no matter how corporate its origin and existence may be. But this is even more corporate. This is even farther off the mark. I mean, at least the dude is Santa Claus from Christ Mass. This is Snoop on a stoop. Like we don't even have Elf on a Shelf. Now they're selling Snoop on a stoop. And it's now another gimmick for parents to be like, hey, behave or that guy's going to. And dude, some of the raunchy things they got this elf doing. And it's like, it's fun. It's a whole thing, kind of like Halloween. It's more in jest than in like any type of ceremony. But still, the more you walk that road, the further you get away from what its intention was. And so, again, maybe coming from multiple religious and ideological perspectives doesn't need to be hammered home with my point that we need to be pushing Christ. The baby in the manger is why we're here. Go to the barn. No, like we have just lost. I mean, my uncle tells me a story where my aunt is trying to parallel park.
Yeah.
This is 4 days ago. So she's trying to back into a space and parallel park into this space. A lady pulls right up on her ass. So now she can't back up. And they're like in a honking, stalemate. They're mad at each other. So my uncle gets out and he's like, come on, lady. Like, you see, we're trying to parallel park. You're not trying to take the spot, are you? I know, I'm trying to go forward and I shouldn't have to back up. And he's like, come on, lady. Like, you're holding up other cars now. You see, you've got her stressed out. She's just trying to parallel park. And she's got her daughter in the passenger seat. She's cussing up a storm. And the whole thing turns into a scene, a stubborn scene. I'm not moving. And he's like, what happened to the holiday spirit, lady? Like, is this how you want to spend your Christmas? Like, is this what Christmas is to you? Fighting with a stranger? Is this what we've developed into? And so when you do watch those romanticized movies, yes, while fictionalized and not so bound by reality, I do remember a day where things were so much more like our spirit literally changed. Yeah. Thanksgiving passed and everybody was obnoxiously nicer to each other. At least for a little time, they could find a way to make it work. And we've completely abandoned that. So I think my point transcends the religious lines, and because there's other religions that align with taking time and appreciating this period. And so I guess I throw it to you guys with the wrapping piece of, the sad part is we get lost in our frustrations. And because of that, we can't find a moment, not only to appreciate each other, but it's a clear reflection of the fact that we can't even find the ability to appreciate ourselves. I don't know, Simon, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I don't think I've felt the Christmas spirit in the last 10 years. Like, you can always see during Christmas time, especially in the last 3 years, right? Since 2020, in the last 3-4 years, you can see how stressed people are and how, like, when people are shopping, there isn't that whole sort of like smoothness to their movements and actions. And people are just not as nice as they used to be. Like, I remember when I was a kid, everyone was so nice in December.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were working, you got like big fat tips, people were extra generous, extra nice, holding the door, handing out like candy. Like, the cashier would give you a discount randomly on items, and things like that. Like the bakery would throw in like extra cookies into the dozen box of cookies, like little things like that. Like, you don't see that anymore. You really don't. I remember being a kid, like, I would always look forward to December, and it was my favorite time of the year because that's usually when winter would start. That's usually when we'd get like our first few snowfalls, and just it's kind of gone now as an adult, or at least I don't feel it or don't see it myself personally. I really don't.
Well, it's funny you say that. I definitely agree with that sentiment. Mm-hmm. It's so much farther from where it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it is funny. I was at a Christmas party with one of our colleagues, and I'm leaving the Christmas party. It was hosted by the city hall. Mm-hmm. And one thing I've noticed, again, that's me acknowledging working in government and being in a government building, having been there for other years, a culture change happened in November. People are emboldened. The world that used to believe the facade is bullshit and whispered behind closed doors is gone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I looked at our colleague and I said, you know what? Have you noticed people are going out of their way to say Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays? It feels more than ever. It feels like in November, people were truly emboldened. And it's like a smart ass crack. I'm leaving marks. And the lady's like, and Merry Christmas. And then she felt like a bad bitch. And it's like, that truly is how it feels for the first time. It feels like, and yes, I still think we're more consumed by V-Bucks gift cards and the new Barbie doll than ever before. But I do think socially as a culture, I'm feeling like a warming push against it more than ever. And a Merry Christmas to you, Mrs. Johnson. And she's like, well, thank you. It feels like there's more of it.
I agree. I think for the last few years, I don't know, the holidays feel weird. Or like, when was the last time in our area, at least, we had like a white Christmas? You know,
That's a great point too.
you know.
Yeah.
Wild.
Didn't
I remember
snow
as
that much
kids, like,
last
it felt
year.
like
Yeah.
it was always like feet and feet of snow.
Mhm.
But also too, it's like, what is Christmas? It's like Christian holiday, you know. What are like Christian values? Like I feel like that's been missing in recent years.
Mhm.
Like you said, like we're kind of feeling a little bit more emboldened. I think like when you say we, I think like as a country as well. So there's kind of like a spirit coming back for it. And you know, like, do kids even leave cookies out?
I think so. I think if
Maybe,
you're
yeah.
if the Santa fantasy is still alive, they are. But of course they're tiptoeing, shitting their pants, afraid of that elf.
Speaking of keeping that Santa Claus spirit alive, after the Ohio State game, you had this woman. She went on like TikTok. She must have been a Tennessee fan, and she like complained about the Ohio State fans. She's just like, you know what? Ohio Stadium wasn't that bad, but the fans walking up to my child saying that Santa Claus isn't real and then losing,
Well, that's bullshit.
and then losing like that.
I'm mad at our fans.
And I'm just like, yo,
That's messed up.
reality
That's
check.
insane.
Also,
Listen, kid, Tennessee sucks. Santa Claus ain't real.
just put a 42 on y'all, and Santa ain't coming.
Dude, that is, I don't support that
No.
at all.
And you know, it was probably
that's
some.
disgusting and cruel.
It was probably some drunk.
Oh, they were
college kid, too,
drunk,
you know,
20, and dumb.
Dude, I would have felt worse if I found out they were sober.
Imagine
That
that
was psychopathic.
Imagine
behavior.
that's your friend in your group. Like,
I
dude,
gotta eat dinner
Kev,
with.
what the hell are you doing?
Dude, we're gonna go to Sheets later.
I
together.
won't be able to look past it. I'll be like eating across from you, like, how could you? That's you?
Dude, that
I
kid.
associate with you?
That kid's
dark.
gonna think it now.
I'm
Knows.
glad she went to TikTok with that.
Dude, she was like yesterday. I saw it and I was like, ooh. How do you? All right, let's go back to our seats. You want the large popcorn now? I'll
Mom,
give
I
you a
knew
large.
it. I always had a hunch. I mean, how does he get there? All the
Oh
way.
my god,
Dude.
The kid turns around. You lying bitch! Like I knew it, dude.
So again, okay, here was, but again, this was like such a fun aspect of. I imagine we all had a different experience with it and a different exposure to it, but for myself, I was quick to try to push against it, and
Oh, okay,
I was
really?
gonna catch this guy.
Yeah,
But for
really?
a while, I couldn't stay up. Then I tried cameras, but my dad would help me set the cameras up. And it was a whole thing. I was freaking certain. But then also, I didn't have the patience to, I don't know, go back and watch whatever I did. So it was just like, I'm assuming it's not
Dude,
there.
you wanted the paranormal activity Santa Claus. Your dad's like, yeah, sure, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it. Put it in your castle. Like we'll put your toy castle right here.
Right
And
behind
it's
the
right in
cake.
the drawbridge because he'll never guess it's in the drawbridge. And then dad doesn't know I put arsenic in the cookies.
Dude, I wish you went back and looked at the footage just to see your dad walk up to it and be like, would have blown your mind.
So what was fun about it, and you know, we can tell the story. If you got kids around, walk away. So I go downstairs and there's a spare bedroom in our basement. And in the spare bedroom was all of the presents wrapped ready. So I took a picture of it. And I waited for Christmas.
You are a special kind of human.
And then when Christmas rolled around, this is probably like 6th grade.
I was gonna say you were probably like in middle school. You were smart enough to realize like some.
And I
BS
go,
in the
wow,
world.
Dad, that book box looks a lot like this box. Box looks a lot like this box. And my dad goes, are you going to tell me you think Santa isn't real? So I'm going to tell you right now, the day you tell me you think Santa isn't real is the day Santa stops bringing you gifts. So do you think Santa's real? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Look right at you, he's like, very good. Now go get me a D.
Mint.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a G move. All right, smart guy. You want this to happen again? Please tell me you didn't do that in front of your sister because she was full.
Oh, I would never. I would never. I just wanted to win over the relationship here. I didn't need to ruin the fantasy for anyone else. Plus, she was gonna figure it out. Come on. She's smarter.
I took a photo of it.
What was it like for you guys? Did your parents just go, "It ain't real. It's over"?
Honestly, I was around the same age you did. I just sort of had like that revelation. I started running the numbers in my head, like that asshole goes to all of our houses. Like,
Well, no. What pissed me off
and
is,
it's magic.
dude, things that started ticking me off about like the reality of this. I so badly wanted a drum set. So Connor next door was like, "Now I want a drum set." Why would Santa say, "Nah, it would annoy your parents, it'd be too loud"? But Connor, make the Gergats jealous. Here's a drum set. Like that was Santa. My Santa is not that spiteful.
Your process,
Why didn't I get a drum set?
dude? Your detective story here is like next to Sherlock Holmes level. I need to know. I can imagine. God, did you even tell that to your mother? Probably later on.
I had my questions, but again, that's the fun in it. So you're building, like, that's a fun little anecdote, and it comes once a year. Building the trains. I loved our train set, and I had a mini train set. My dad had his train set from when he was a kid, so I had this big antique one, and I'd make my little one. That shit was fun. At the same time, the prayer is the most annoying part in between you and the ham. So it's like, we have lost it.
Hot take.
That I don't mean that. That's like the hyperbolic, exclamation of where we've gone to. We have totally lost what's supposed to ground us here. We're going to get upset about how I have to reverse because a person's trying to park instead of going, "Hey, I'm a hive, one of 350 million. Maybe I should just stop being a bitch so I can, help this thing work."
Maybe we should all just chill out and drink a Coke.
Or a Fiji Water
Why not?
with hard syrup in it.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's not the topic, but real quick, have you ever bought a Fiji?
yeah.
Really?
And I thought it was supposed to be good water.
Yeah.
I was buying it thinking I was doing something.
Me too.
I've never had Fiji.
Dude,
You're
guess
not
what?
missing out. You're not missing out.
Breaking news, it tastes like water.
Yep, you're not missing
I love
out.
it.
You're really
I
not.
love it
You're
with
really
that
not missing out.
lead.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I want to round robin with our wrapping thoughts. I'm going to go last. Silent, what are your wrapping thoughts on this whole thing? Corporations creating the religious holiday we used to praise so much.
Yeah, of course, Christmas has just shifted, right? It's instead of, like you said, instead of it being a Christian holiday about baby Jesus and about the church and about the family and about like getting together and just having the Christmas spirit, it's all just capitalistic consumerism now, unfortunately. And the companies have marketed as such, That's when the deals are happening. That's when, the shopping, the gift exchange, like it just all becomes so commercialized and so for profit that the real Christmas spirit is kind of gone. I really don't feel it that much anymore as an adult. Like I said, especially in the last 2 to 4 years, it's really, really been such a difference. And it's very unfortunate to see. At the end of the day, there's really not that much you can do to stop it because these companies have the marketing machine has just been nonstop, especially in this case, Coca-Cola, right? They're the kings of this. They started this whole trend of, let's push products, even though they're terrible for you, during the winter instead of just during the summer. And then that way our sales are being boosted at the end of the year and we're making a lot more money so that next year we can market even more and push it even more, It's very unfortunate.
It is. It's very unfortunate. And I like your point about how there's nothing you could do to stop it. There's nothing you could do to stop it en masse, but I think our focus needs to be you as an individual, how you interpret the holiday, how you partake and participate in this time. You can be the change that you want to see in a very mild way, and you'd be amazed how the butterfly effect goes from there. Will, what are your wrapping thoughts?
I just miss the way Christmas used to feel. at the heart of it. I don't think the Coca-Cola commercials coming back would do that for me. I don't think it'll ever come back for me. I think that's kind of it. I think Christmas as you get older is something that changes with you. It ages with you, I guess. But I am happy that it's this time of the year. It has felt, like you mentioned, since I guess the start of November, one of the first 5 or 6 days in the month, things started, I wouldn't say feel jollier, but I don't know, a little bit more optimistic. Communal.
Optimistic.
I guess communal is a good word for it too. A little bit more sense of community, and that is nice to feel, especially after recent years. I guess I've looked forward to this Christmas more this year than in others.
Doug, wrapping thought.
I would have to say, I think Christmas became less Christmassy when you couldn't immediately play with a game you just bought, or you got for Christmas, because it takes hours to still download a game, even when you get the disc and all that.
Doug point.
So Christmas wasn't Christmas. Like, Christmas was Christmas when you were a kid. You'd open up your toys and you just played with them right then and there. Can't do that now. Everything requires some sort of update or a download or some other stupid crap. So Christmas ain't Christmas no more.
You're so real for that, King.
Yeah, right.
That's what happens when you want the best graphics, right?
Right.
It's just like they're like,
true.
sorry guys, you gotta wait. The graphics gotta load.
Oh, see, I thought Doug was saying like he's got to let his Christmas vaccine ferment or something.
No, I think you missed the point. But that's all right.
Dang! Play with your toys at Christmas,
Dude, I miss waking up and building Legos, just like a stupid
That's
amount
what
of
Doug
Legos.
means. I love that.
That's what I miss, when you could play with your Christmas presents right away.
Dude, I remember one Christmas building like 2 Legos while the first time Tropic Thunder was on my TV. Remember you used to ask for DVDs? Like, I want movies.
Oh,
you know?
you get excited
That was the
opening a
thing.
DVD.
Oh, you'd open like 5 of them, and be like,
Watch
watching
it
one of these
right
right
away.
now.
Yeah.
Put it on as Tropic Thunder. I had never seen it. I just looked funny. Parents were in the room. Hadn't seen it either.
Classic.
Instead, first seen Booty Juice. I'm like,
That's
let's
right,
go to
Booty
Star Wars
Juice,
Lego.
yeah.
Couldn't beat it, man. That was my Christmas.
No, and again, the lost art. So, for my wrapping thought, I give you this little bit. The corporate clause. You want to talk about Christmas, the holiest, most sacred day of the year, the day when heaven touched earth and God himself stepped into this broken, messy world. Sure, we still call it Christmas, but let's be honest, it's not Christmas anymore. It's corporate-miss, a holiday hijacked, wrapped in shiny red paper, and stamped with a Coca-Cola logo. You know, the Santa we all adore, the jolly old man in the red suit, white beard, and twinkling eyes, the one who makes us believe in magic and goodwill. Yeah, he wasn't always like that. He used to be Saint Nicholas, a saint, mind you, a man who gave away his wealth to help the poor and needy. He was a symbol of selflessness, of love rooted in faith. But then came the corporations with their advertising budgets and slick marketing campaigns. Coca-Cola in the 1930s took old Saint Nick, stripped him of his holiness, and dressed him up in their colors, red and white. Not because they're festive, no, because they're profitable. They turned him into a mascot, a smiling face to sell sugar water in the dead of winter. And we bought it. Oh, we bought it. We welcomed their version of Santa into our homes, into our hearts. We hung his image on our walls, plastered him across Christmas cards, and let him replace the Christ child in our stories. A saint became a salesman, and we didn't even notice. But it's not just Santa, is it? The whole holiday is one big corporate charade now. Buy joy, they scream from every screen. Happiness comes in a box, only $19.99. They just tell us we're spreading cheer by spending money we don't have on things we don't need for people who forget about it by January. And we believe them because they dress it up in tinsel and twinkling lights and call it the spirit of the season. And where's God in all of this? Where's the baby in the manger? Where's the promise of hope, the triumph of light over darkness? They've buried him under mountains of wrapping paper and glitter. They've drowned him out with jingles and sales pitches. God is inconvenient. God doesn't sell. So instead, they sell us a hollow version of Christmas, a holiday without meaning, without faith. They tell us to worship not at the altar, but at the checkout counter. And we oblige because it's easier, isn't it? Easier to stuff stockings than to open our hearts. Easier to give a gift card than to give ourselves. Well, let's call it what it is. This isn't about joy or cheer or love. It's about control. It's about keeping us distracted, pacified, chasing after the next shiny thing. It's about making sure we're too busy shopping to notice how empty all of it feels, how far we've strayed from what this season is supposed to be about. So this year, when you see the rosy-cheeked Santa grinning from a Coca-Cola bottle, remember this. It's a lie, a beautiful, glittering lie, designed to sell you something. And the true meaning of Christmas? The one with a baby in a stable, angels singing, shepherds kneeling? That's still there, buried beneath the noise. But you have to fight to find it. You have to strip away the wrapping paper and look past the advertisements. Because Christmas isn't about Santa. It isn't about Coca-Cola or gift giving or any of the nonsense they've sold us. Christmas is about God. It's about love made flesh, light breaking into the darkness. And if we don't reclaim it, if we don't remember what it's really about, then maybe we deserve the empty, hollow holiday they've left us with. Now, with that being said, this is a perfect opportunity to transition into the fun game, Naughty or Nice. I want to test the clowns that I share a weekly room with to see who in the room is the most naughty. So, rules of the game, I'm going to go around the room. I have a list of would you rathers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to read out the would you rather. And we've got Will, Silent, and Doug all competing against each other. And I'd love for the people in the comments to join in as well. We want to get your thoughts on who you believe is naughty or nice. We might let your votes weigh in on our dialogue here. So I'm going to read off a would you rather. You're going to give us your answer of which one you'd rather do and an explanation of why you've come to that conclusion. So we can get a little insight on your rationale. Then it'll be up to the rest of us to decide if that's naughty or nice. On a true moral scale, is it morally naughty or morally nice? Forgivable or irreprehensible? So we will go through the room, and if we all, and then you don't want to be naughty. So decide on what you would rather do, and then the panel will decide on if they think you're naughty or nice. And the naughtiest of us all, well, you don't want to be the loser. You don't want to be the loser. So
what happens?
We'll find out.
I don't like that.
All right.
I'm not eating a ghost pepper again.
Doug, you don't know what tricks I got up.
Well,
the
not
sleeve.
doing that again. I did it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what's up the sleeve.
No.
Could be a pigeon.
It wasn't a
I
bat.
got you biting the head off a pigeon.
A bat like Ozzy.
You never know. So, first up will be Wilbur. Will, kicking it to you. Would you rather find out your secret Santa is your ex or your in-laws?
Like my in-laws being like my family?
They would be, well, in a fictional world where you're married.
Who am I married to? I'm confused here. Ex being like I'm married to someone else, and my ex is someone
Just
different?
a fictional. Do you understand the concept of like your in-laws? Would you rather your secret Santa be your ex or your in-laws?
Well, what did they give me? Depends on what they give me. It's like something like I wouldn't like,
Give me an answer and then explain why you came to it.
I guess go with my ex. At least I know the bitch.
Oh my God. You would know your in-laws.
Oh, all right. This isn't okay.
Oh my God. This is brutal.
This is pulling teeth. This is the first
No,
one.
I guess my in-laws. I mean, they're gonna be my kids' grandparents.
That's a solid answer. I would say, okay, Doug, starting with you. Is that a naughty or nice response?
I think it took him too long, and I want to say naughty, but the response is nice.
That's what I think. Silent, what are your thoughts?
He got there eventually. Better late than never. So I'm gonna put him on nice. I'm gonna put him
Just
on
like
nice.
working through it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so we're gonna give him one nice. So you're leading because you want to be declared nice. That's at least the goal of the whole thing. So Silent, kicking off to you now. Second one, would you rather have a holiday fling with Mrs. Claus or the Grinch?
Oh. I mean, it has to be Mrs. Claus, right? But the thing is, then I'd be cheating on Santa, and then he probably will never get me gifts ever again.
Dude, you're
and I need my gifts.
So
I need my gifts.
do you go with the guy that eats onions and glass? I mean, that's gonna be smooth. That's not gonna be fun.
I mean, it won't be fun, but Santa's gifts every year. I can't miss out on that.
Miss Claus probably a freak.
She's been around. I mean, how much? 2,000 years?
So long.
She's experienced.
She's a seasoned vet.
She's very
so now you're not even getting Santa's beloved like his whole life. But you're also probably having one hell of a night, probably the greatest time of your life.
He's got the elves. He'll be fine.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the Grinch because I'm gonna take one for the team because I know that if Santa catches me with Mrs. Claus, he's gonna be so devastated. He's not gonna deliver as many gifts next year and this year because he caught her cheating on with me, and then I'm gonna be the reason a lot of people don't get their gifts, and then I'm not gonna get a gift. I'm gonna go.
You make an amazing attorney because I just got to tell you, we may give you the point. You may be a good guy. But Socrates will tell you, only Santa himself will know what you truly would pick. And he knows you're not getting green and furry. So I'll take it. I'll take it as you say it. And I'm going to declare that answer nice. That's a nice guy. It's a nice guy. He's going to sleep with onion breast to respect God's sanctity of marriage.
That's not what it was. He wants presents. So
Doug's a real philosopher.
I'm voting naughty. Because he's lying through his teeth.
Not only do I want presents, I want presents for everyone.
Great point. Doug is nailing it.
Hold on.
Good attorney.
Doug
going with
being
naughty.
Unfair,
I think you're crusty, man.
Doug is being unfair, though. He's removing the second half of my statement, which is I'm taking one for the team because if Santa catches me, then you guys won't get presents either. So not only am I getting presents,
it's on you.
And once
again, you're worried about presents. Once again, you're talking about presents.
You're all getting presents if I sleep with the Grinch. But then if I sleep with Mrs. Claus, I'm gonna get the time of my life with her. Don't get me wrong. But then nobody gets presents.
Dude,
I'm 30. Fuck them kids. I'm taking the Mrs. Claus, bro.
Well, we know you're coming out naughty. You're going to be the loser of this thing. So
that wasn't my question. I'm the nice guy.
So what are you voting to him?
Oh, naughty. You're crusty, man. That's the Grinch, dude. Okay.
Silent. The group has spoken. They gave you naughty.
Listen,
I don't believe you.
I think I had a very strong argument. I think taking one for the team and clapping some Grinch cheeks so that we all get a
But
jolly,
it's naughty
happy
to
Christmas,
lie, Silent.
you know?
We would have respected the truth, but it's also naughty to lie.
Well, I'm not
Carrey
lying
Grinch or
when
the
I
animated
say I'm a
Grinch?
team player and I'm down to take one for the team. That's not a lie. I'm always that kind of guy.
That's fair. I know. I believe you in that regard.
But if you don't want to believe that, that's up to you. You know,
Doug pointed out the great thing. Presents don't come first. Love and rightness does.
And telling the truth.
All right, Doug, you're up. Now everybody gets to judge you. See how fun this game is? Now the shoe's on the other foot. You're playing with the jury. All right. Would you rather catch someone? This is perfect for Doug. Would you rather catch someone sneaking into your house dressed as Santa or accidentally kiss your boss under the mistletoe? I haven't seen action in a while. I'm going for.
I definitely gotta go catch Santa in my house because my bosses are dudes. So.
You could kiss him.
Nah,
Doug,
I'm good.
confirmed not gay.
Doug's like, rob me. Rob me.
Just rob me. I don't want to be gay. Just rob me.
Come on. That's like the perfect video for Christmas. Look, I found Santa under my tree. I'd be a viral video.
He almost did it himself.
I don't even know how to debate this one. So wait, your reasoning is why?
Because I think it'd be fun to have Santa in my house, and B, I don't feel like kissing my
Catch
male bosses.
someone sneaking into your house dressed as Santa.
Yeah,
we have now acknowledged 10 times over. In this scenario, Santa isn't real. It's just a guy dressed as Santa robbing you or sneaking around trying to get some Doug sniffs.
I would still choose finding Santa in my house.
All right, Silent. Naughty or nice?
I don't know. That was a little bit naughty when he said it'd be a viral clip. You cloud chasing, bro?
Oh!
I don't know.
Touche.
I don't know.
All right, I'll kick off the dialogue. Doug, you wanting to avoid love, just kissing someone.
Kissing my male
Love
managers.
is love. What have you learned in the last decade? Everyone matters, Doug.
But I also don't want to lose my job by kissing my boss. And what if it's not consensual either?
He shouldn't stand underneath the
I'm
mistletoe.
Sure, it's consensual.
Dude, everybody knows consent dangles under the mistletoe.
Whoa.
I'm going to go with nice. Doug would rather be robbed than commit assault.
I'm going with nice because that's the most Midwestern ass response. Oh, dude, hey, you want a beer? You want a beer, partner? That would be Doug at like 2 a.m. as a man comes to rob you.
I am a good host. What can I say?
I got some beer in the fridge, man. You want to take a look at my basement?
Silent, where do you come out? It's nice, but where do you come out?
Look, I was just teasing Doug. Obviously, it's nice because, like he said, you really don't want to assault your boss, right? you really don't want to. You really
I
don't
like
want
my
to, because
job.
that's a lawsuit.
With all that being said, it does not truly articulate it's not consensual. And, mistletoes are mischievous. Everybody has some fun with the eggnog at the party.
It's a gray area, man.
Hey,
All right.
HR is going to give you a phone call. So, yeah, we're going to go with nice.
Yeah, HR would be calling me the next minute.
HR would be calling you the next night and giving you a lot of heat. So, yeah.
Then silence the naughtiest one amongst us so far.
Yes,
Wilbur. We know how ice your heart is. So humble us with the truth. Would you rather be able to control the weather during the holidays, but only for 1 hour, or have the power to freeze time for an entire day on Christmas Eve, but never celebrate Christmas again after that?
Oh.
so I just get the freeze time for how long?
1 day.
I get the
You
freeze.
hold on.
I get the freeze
I'll say it
Christmas
again. I'll
Eve.
say it again. Would you rather be able to control the weather during the holidays, like Christmas, but only for 1 hour, or have the power to freeze time for an entire day on Christmas Eve, but then never celebrate Christmas again after that?
Oh, easy. The weather. Are you kidding me? I'd
Why?
make it be a snowstorm on a Browns game.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I never get to celebrate Christmas or again, or I get a snow game. I know what I'm taking. 10 times out of 10.
I was picturing I'd save it for one soiree dinner, and you're like, you want to see something cool? Like Bruce Almighty, just and let it snow. And it's just pop. You're like, well, how'd you do that? This is just some classic barber trick. No. Make it stop. And it says control the weather. So then I would just turn this bitch into a sauna. It's the middle of it's midnight, and you're like, haha, 70 degrees in sun.
You ever see the beginning of The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. I think that's nice. Nobody wants to miss out on Christmas. I think it's hard to find a naughty one in that one. Guys, thoughts? Doug, I'm voting nice. Silent.
I'll vote nice, but also you hit it on the head. It's hard to find a naughty one there.
Yeah.
I'm voting nice as well, too. Yeah, that was.
Well, there's a couple of those. I've got them sprinkled throughout. I wanted to keep them fun. ChatGPT has a sick mind. There was a lot I had to siphon out. Like, bro, calm it down.
Demon hours.
Would you rather, this goes to Silent, would you rather have to give your crush the worst Christmas gift ever, or receive a totally inappropriate gift from a family member? Uncle Bob's like,
you know what?
Bob gives you one of those calls where it's like, where do you touch it?
yeah.
This one's very easy because I've actually received a very inappropriate gift from a family member, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Can you give us the story?
Yes, I can. So, when I first moved out of my parents' house and I went to university when I was 18, my uncle got me. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want us to get demonetized, but It's a phallic shape and it squirts water. So yeah,
A cucumber. He got you
a cucumber, a nice cucumber. Yeah,
in the
it's
Fiji form,
It's a
plastic.
cucumber that shoots out Fiji water. Exactly. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
I
So,
love
yeah,
cucumber water. It's healthy.
I'm gonna go with that. I thought it was very hilarious, but
I'm gonna give that a nice.
Yeah,
my
that's
religious
nice.
dad and mom did not like that. So
Oh, good.
Oh, really? They didn't like it.
I know.
When I passed it on, it didn't go as smoothly.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you a nice one. That's all good fun. That's part of the holiday spirit.
right.
is good.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right.
So
right.
you in
It's-
agreement? That's fun.
That's
naughty,
a noise.
nice,
That's a noise.
noise. All right, Doug, we're testing you. Would you
Mm.
rather have Christmas only once every 5 years, but it's the best Christmas ever, or have a small, simple Christmas every year, but it's always the same?
I would definitely have to go with the same Christmas every year because I like my current small Christmas with the family cooking turkey. I wouldn't want to miss
How
a
cute.
year of that or 4 years of that just to get one, you know.
Wholesome.
Doug likes his turkey.
I love my turkey.
Oh,
I like
turkey.
I like the Christmas meal with the family. So
I'll
definitely
give
not
you a
missing that.
nice.
I'm giving him a nice on
I'm
that.
giving him nice too. Yeah.
And we'll give it to him.
I think that there was an objectively naughty question.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh, we've got more. Trust me, I didn't siphon
but it's
out
like,
all of
I'm thinking like if you picked it every 5 years, like all that pressure on one day. God, could you imagine the stress?
No, because if every 5 years that one beats the last one, like imagine like you find yourself on the top of Burj Khalifa, like jumping off, skydiving with Elon Musk. It's like, oh my God, in 5 years, this shit's gonna be so much better. And then it just
Yeah,
keeps
but that's such a selfish thing. That's naughty. That's
it's
naughty.
not
Yeah,
well,
Alex
hey,
is naughty.
I am not being
Doug, you
tested here.
passed.
I was just advocating for the other side. You thought it was no
Doug,
value.
Naughty, naughty man right
I
here.
see a silver lining.
Naughty.
I'm naughty. All right. Wilbur,
You're a bad boy.
would you rather spend Christmas with your closest family members, but you can't talk, or spend it with acquaintances and can talk freely all day long?
Oh, spend it with the family. It's meant to be with the family. I wouldn't want to take my acquaintances away from their family. So I'm gonna go with the family.
But you
I'll
can't talk.
shut the fuck up anyways. I don't give a shit. I'm just put on a movie or something.
That's right.
I'll mute. I'll be like a mime in the background cheering at Top Gun.
Will. He can't hear us anyway.
Will, whole day, just couple thumbs up. Like I don't need to.
Just like with two hands on his face, just like focus on the movie, you know. It's like,
Someone, Will. The best part. Yeah, no, I won't talk. I'll just
just
yell
like
at
shush everyone and just point. Every time someone
Ah.
tries to talk to you, just shush them and point to the TV. It's like
or have like a water bottle.
Don't just point to the Coca-Cola bottle. We're here for the Coke.
One word the whole day. Shut the fuck up. Have like a water bottle and squirt them
All right. Would you rather spend? He chooses Christmas with the family, quiet.
every day.
Wait, do we support his reasoning? Nice, naughty, or nice? Where's he coming from?
I think he's nice, but I gotta say he was bordering that naughty line, saying he would use a squirt gun to squirt them to keep them quiet.
Doug, it's a little hour. Let me talk on it.
See, my thinking is it's pretty selfish of you to want to have to spend it in mute quietness. It's like, whoa. Family time isn't you just
Mm-mm.
being an orb in the space.
My presence and their presence is a present.
See, now that sounds like narcissism.
So what's the vote, Alex?
Here's what I think. I don't think.
So here's where I'm at.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at. I don't think you care about taking your friends away from their shindigs.
Didn't say friends instead acquaintances.
And you're like, I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah. Friends, I do. Acquaintances,
But
it
you
could
can
be
talk to
anybody.
them.
I could be. Yeah, I could do. I could tell them to shut up. You know, drink my Coca-Cola.
I'm going naughty. That told me everything I needed to hear.
Ooh.
Naughty. Look at this guy. There's not an ounce of love in there. He needs to meet the Grinch and grow that bitch a couple times.
What?
Not your heart. That's what needs to grow. Your heart. Your heart.
No.
What's your vote? Silent, naughty, or nice?
I don't know. You just kind of like swayed me there a little bit. I don't know. I was gonna go nice because, to be fair, I was at my aunt's house once, and her son was grounded on Christmas, and that's how he spent his Christmas with us. He literally just didn't talk to anybody and was playing video games all day.
That's Will
on Christmas. You know,
No, I'm spending with family.
Yeah,
Spending,
so-
I'm
so
spending
he
so
with
he
family.
was still with the family. Like we.
Hey,
felt
anybody that
presence.
says you're with me, you're welcome.
His presence was definitely felt, but it was so like sad to
In his
see him
room?
so sad, you know.
It actually dampered.
Yeah,
I
because,
actually
like,
was
when he
waiting
was-
for him to leave the room.
When
Hey,
he was like
Will?
with us on a dinner table, same thing. He literally didn't say a word. He just like sat down, ate his
But
food.
that's not a
and he
choice. See, I wou't have a choice.
No?
I just have to be like,
Right.
Be
say
like,
a word.
Hey, so how's work?
left.
Whole day, I just talking to him like Caesar.
Honey, I think you let him watch Gladiator way too much.
you get yourself like a bunch of post-it notes and just like keep writing like I have strep throat, I can't talk, and just like hand it out to everybody.
No,
Just write a long-winded.
this would you rather genie really screwed my holiday.
Yeah, yeah. My buddy's show screwed me. Merry Christmas.
I lost a bet yesterday and I can't talk for 24 hours.
Hey, that is a good excuse.
It's all
So,
part of-
where do you come out? Naughty or nice?
I'm gonna go nice.
Oh, Dougie, naughty or nice? You're the tiebreaker here.
Oh man. Like I said, I thought nice, but then I thought about it more. And like I said, I thought it was a little naughty. And you kind of swayed me a little bit, getting him to admit the truth. Like he doesn't give a shit about his acquaintances. So why would you want to spend
Acquaintances
a
is very vague. It's not friends. Acquaintances. It could be more than just friends. Maybe I don't even like some of my acquaintances. Why would I have to be nice to them? I'm just saying. It's a very vague word that was used, and I answered.
I think
it
that
on
comes
the
from a
vagueness
single
of the
place.
word.
Doug, naughty or nice?
I have to go naughty.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do.
Naughty.
Why do you even have a vote? You don't even do the game.
That's the whole point. I am the only part I play is the neutral third
I'm
party
the
judge.
judgment.
Well,
man.
we need a tiebreaker. Otherwise,
That's what I
it'd be
mean.
two people.
We do
This
need a
actually works
tiebreaker,
out
yeah.
perfect. I shouldn't be in it. All right. Continuing that thread, Will has his first naughty notch. Silent, this is your chance to bring it back to a tie. Would you rather accidentally send a naughty Christmas text to your mom or your boss?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. You were worried some of these were too easy.
I just want to hear the reasoning.
Yeah, no,
Oh
the
my
reasoning comes down to
God.
all of these. All of these are the reasoning.
Oh man, that's a difficult one. Because if I send it to my mom, I can very easily explain to her what happened and that it was an accident. But if I send it to my boss, I feel like I will get a lot of heat from HR and potentially lose my way of living and my income.
Yeah, but it'd be funny.
I don't know. Losing your job is
Or,
never
or
a
hey,
funny
your
thing,
boss may
honestly,
like it.
especially in this economy. Or
Doug's
yeah,
boss
who knows?
will.
Maybe your boss likes it. That's true.
Doug's boss is waiting for it.
Doug's boss is at home, like, please.
Another drunk Friday. No text from Doug.
Please, Dougie.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my mom because here's my rationale. My mom has seen it all. Like she
Yeah.
gave birth to me, she's seen it all.
You can explain it away.
It's not really gonna be like a massive shocker to her, you know. So I'm gonna go with my mom just because I do not want to risk losing my job in this economy.
A naughty text for your naughty your mom.
Naughty mom. You're a naughty girl. I'm voting naughty. You lost, man.
Here's what I toe the line because one, it seems like the answer is rooted in self-preservation. It's I save my job, my boss doesn't get upset. Mom's horrified.
Yeah.
Sorry, mom, that pick.
Mom's asking dad
Not for
why he never talks like that. Shit, man. Yeah, I'm voting naughty, man. That's messed up, dude.
Going to your mom, I think, is naughty. Your boss is like a shit mistake, and hey, whatever comes,
We've all
comes.
been there, man.
But-
We've all been there, man.
Like
the
you said,
question
this
did
lady
say-
brought you into life, and you're like,
But the question did say accidentally sent.
Yes.
yeah. Now your mom's horrified.
So-
no,
Your boss is, real world repercussions.
What if my mom isn't horrified though? What if she's like, "Oh, it's okay, honey, don't worry about it," and she understands?
We don't know his
I think
mom.
naughty toes the line into in the shades of gray, pretty close to black. Naughty. So you're not sending a ooh baby girl. I'm going with like a you have now wrecked mom's day.
Okay.
I'd rather wreck my boss's day. I mean, listen, you go on a resume, you go, it was a mistake.
Listen, my boss ain't gonna
It
be
is
there
what it
after I
is.
retire. I might be.
Just like your mom's been around, she's seen it all, she ain't going anywhere. I also do think having to face mom at the next holiday dinner, or really just like it's your birthday,
At the next
and the Mexican restaurant's putting the sombrero on your head and the fried ice cream. Yo quiero Taco Bell, and you're like, and she's just like, my baby, soiled.
someone's daughter.
Me. Of all people, me. I think just the choice of the mother. I get the rationale, logical, but it seems rooted in self-preservation.
Okay,
You
but
wrecked your mom.
you guys agreed.
Naughty or nice?
I have to go nice because you guys agreed we don't want to assault the boss. Sending a naughty text to your boss, that's like also like
That's
assault.
harassment at
that's
most.
harassment. Like that's still a big deal. So I have to go with the mom because everyone kind of agreed with me on not wanting to assault the
for
boss.
me-
He wants to assault his mother. That's what I just got from there.
So the way I see it, the way I rationalize it is the following. Like I said, it is not easy to get a job nowadays. We can all agree on that, right?
No, I like these choices every day of my life.
Most jobs are very difficult to land, right? It's a very competitive environment. We're in a very difficult economy. I think my mom will be very much more understanding than my boss, especially who, by the way, potentially may press charges on me too for harassment. So
It could be.
it could
Legal
be a big
trouble.
lawsuit for me. You know, I could be.
I'm going to
in
stamp
deep
it
water,
naughty simply
know?
for the fact that you may have a lawsuit, but I don't know if you've ever seen Californication. Even the criminal trial ends at some point. I'm going to say you'll never see your boss again after that. How could you do that to the lady that you love more than anything? I mean, when I say naughty, I
accident.
interpret
It
it as
happened.
like
Well,
who would
Alex-
you rather scar with a sexual text? Your mother or your boss? I ain't got much love, baby. My
Hey,
mother?
The comments
No.
say
See-
mom, not
See,
boss.
but
We
you're
agree.
assuming
Mom
that
would
mom
die
is gonna
laughing.
get scarred. Like, what if she doesn't get?
I don't think my
scarred?
mom would laugh. My mom
Right?
would be very disappointed in what I said to what I was going to say to someone else.
All right. Where do you come out on
I'm
this?
going
Be the
naughty.
tiebreaker.
I'm going naughty. I
naughty.
can live with my
All
boss.
right, but
hating me.
okay. Here's what I'm going to say. In the comments, we've got Brad Richardson, and he's leaning nice. So we've got a bit of a tiebreaker here. I think we could potentially go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT what they think is nice.
Can you do that?
In regards to, can they do that? Oh, wow. Yeah. In regards to naughty versus, I could do the voice thing too. Let it talk back to me. Talk dirty to me. Can you hear me? ChatGPT.
Send a naughty text to my mom.
I'm here loud and clear. What's on your mind?
So, ChatGPT, you need to be a tiebreaker. We're playing a game, naughty versus nice, and we are torn morally. The question is, would you rather send a naughty text to your mother or your boss? The contestant said they'd rather send it to their boss because their mom would get it and they'd be able to move on. However, the panel contesting that also feels like you'd be able to end the relationship with the boss, and yeah, it might end with a new job, but you'll always live with your mother forever, and sending her something scarring that is sexually naughty is far worse. So, being the tiebreaker, is that choice naughty or nice?
Oh, this is a moral minefield. Let's think it through. If you send a naughty text to your boss, yes, it could blow up your career, but it's a professional fallout, not a deeply personal one. Sending it to your mother, though, that's not just awkward. It's permanently etched into the family psyche. Every holiday dinner, every family reunion would carry that shadow. So I'd say the nice thing is sparing your mom from the emotional trauma. The naughty choice,
Aw.
absolutely sending it to your boss, owning the chaos, and maybe getting a funny story out of it after the dust settles and finding a new job.
ChatGPT, you're the best.
Replace a paycheck.
See, I disagree with that because, like Brad said, what if my mom takes it as a joke and laughs and it doesn't scar her and she doesn't like get upset about it and she
all
doesn't
I
get
can say
mentally destroyed
is
about
Skynet
it?
shows.
You know?
Yeah, Skynet shows the heart of this show. The mastermind behind it all is a supercomputer. You're welcome for my presence. Moving on, you are stamped naughty. All right, Doug.
That's BS.
Doug, are you still nice?
I think so.
So here's where we're at.
I
Will
think so.
has 2 naughty or 2 nice, 1 naughty. He's leaning nice. Silence leaning naughty. He's got 1 nice, 2 naughty. And Doug has 2 nice. He can either pull away in front of Will, or if he falls behind, he stays tied. So Douglas H. Slikey, would you rather have Christmas dinner served on your lap while dressed as an elf, which your lap would be gross, or get caught kissing someone under the tree by your grandma?
A lot of Doug's questions.
Are we
kissing.
eating on a plate in my lap, or do you straight up mean?
Oh,
it's
no,
gonna
you
be-
are literally putting a pile of mashed potatoes on your knee, green beans by your crotch, ham draped over the other thigh. Your lap is the plate in your suit. Your suit's getting wet because you doused that in gravy. I know you in gravy.
Oh,
Doug.
it's an elf suit. All right.
I would probably choose get caught kissing someone, because at our age, it's not a shocker if we kiss someone. And on top of that, I think my family would be more mad that I wasted the food they spent so much time preparing too. Like, my mom makes like something every year for Christmas. She'd be mad like if I was just pouring it in my lap and getting it all over the floor and everything. And my aunt makes a lot of mashed potatoes, and she knows I like them, and she'd definitely be mad if I wasted her mashed potatoes.
It's less of a waste, Doug, and more of a mess. And what I'm
Well,
saying,
then my mom
is-
would have to clean up the mess. She wouldn't be happy because we host Christmas.
because I don't do my laundry. I'm picturing
And,
Doug
yeah.
walking through the soiree, glass of wine. So Uncle Bob, how's the business going? And his crotch is just taters and gravy. Just playing it off nonchalant. I hear the kids can be hard sometimes. It's just mush. How do we feel about his response? Naughty or nice?
Honestly, I'm giving Doug the nice, unless he's kissing his boss. It's gonna be nice. Doug, you find a perfect way to answer these questions.
Yeah, I got
They're very, very worded well.
very, very worded well. Not coming from over here.
No.
Silent. What are your thoughts?
Doug's getting nice. He's considering his mom.
Oh,
He's considering
Doug
his
is-
mom, right? Like he's acknowledging her effort. He doesn't want to waste her effort. He realizes that grandma can understand if he wants to make out with a girl, he's gonna make out with a girl. It's Christmas. He probably
right.
had a little bit of eggnog. He's feeling a little risky, you know. So it's
Yeah, a
like
lot
I'm
of
sure
that
grandma
will
can
be
understand. I'm sure grandma can understand.
it's my eyes.
I like Doug. I just love
The
how you're
tongue.
not concerned at all about the mess. It's simply, I don't want to waste those potatoes.
Yo, dude, Doug ain't wasting nothing.
Yeah.
The mess. Oh, there's a mess. No, I see through that. It's a waste.
I mean, the gravy would definitely make a mess.
Okay, so Doug's nice. We give him nice. He's got 3 nices. So here's where the competition is going to be tight because we're not competing for who's nice. Nice is the goal here. But really, what you don't want to be is the Grinch of the group. We're trying to figure out who's naughty. So the real competition here, as we boil down to the last round, it's going to really come down to Will and Silent. Who is the most cold-hearted between the two? So, going to Wilbur. Would you rather be seduced by Santa or be the one seducing him under the mistletoe?
This is a great. This is a great.
Oh,
question.
and it comes down to the why.
So I'm seducing him, or he's seducing me,
And why?
and why? Of course. All right, let me ponder on this one for a bit. Oh, I'm seducing him. Screw that. He's not getting the one up on me. Oh no, I'm going. Yeah, I don't want to be seduced. Like, oh, like no. Throw a little charm, a little pizzazz. that
Naughty
way.
AF. Silent. This is your chance to pull ahead.
Try
giving him
try
naughty.
Try to work out a little bit more deals for my my acquaintances. Get them a few more gifts.
See,
You
do you want to know
charm
where
way
my
into it.
morality barometer lies? This all comes down to I go, I would choose, I'd rather be seduced because then I know he really wants it. I'm not trying to be the serpent
You're not
in this
the
married
home
man's
wrecker.
life.
You're not a
See,
home
you
wrecker.
just assume I'm charming him from a bad angle. Maybe I want to get you more
No,
gifts.
your reasoning was
I want to get Doug some more gifts and some mashed potatoes. I want to get Silent World peace. All right. I have my priorities and my objective going in.
Oh no.
Santa wants to, do things to me. And I don't want that.
That is the fabricated follow-up.
Mm.
Your response and reasoning was because I don't want him to have a leg up on me, aka
I don't
want to be the prey. I want to be the predator.
I don't want him to
I am
seduce me
going
and be
with
like,
naughty.
he's going to seduce me and be like, next year.
Naughty. Naughty.
He's going to seduce me and be like, next year I want more chocolate in the cookies. Like, I didn't know that was part of the deal, man. I didn't know that was part of the deal. I thought you liked me. Santa. Santa doesn't like me. He likes what I can do
He's going to
for
seduce him, not even with love and flowers, but like the narcissistic, like quid pro quo. Like if you don't love me, I'll probably just stop living. It'll
I'm just
be the end of
taking
me.
advantage and lessons learned from my foreign leaders. Okay, they got ahead, and now I'm
Naughty.
getting ahead.
All right, Silent, naughty or nice?
I'm gonna go naughty, dude. If Mrs. Claus catches you, you know how upset she's gonna be?
Boom. That's my thought too. Silent nailed it.
That's what I'm saying.
You really are worried about Mrs.
You
Claus's
seduce
It's even
feelings.
worse. That's what I mean.
You seducing him means you're a home wrecker. You ruined a marriage, and a long-lasting marriage at that.
You know
All
what?
right,
Naughty.
Stamped naughty.
It went a little bit longer than it should have.
All right. Here we go. Going to Silent. Silent, you could bring this bad boy back. Asking you, would you rather have to wear a Christmas lingerie set all holiday season or a Santa suit with nothing underneath
Ooh.
all holiday season?
Damn, I'm gonna freeze in both of those.
Wouldn't a Santa suit be nice and
I'm
warm?
screwed either way.
So it comes down to the response of why.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Santa suit because the Santa suit is usually like 2-3 times your size, so it won't really show the goods much. And I have the big Santa belt too. So that big
Thanks.
Santa belt is gonna be holding everything together. That way I don't have any wardrobe malfunctions. Because if I go with the lingerie, then everybody gets to see everything and all the goods all holiday season. Yeah, I don't want to expose myself like that to people.
It's gonna
Especially
hide the
kids in
jingle
mall.
bells all.
I gotta hide the family jewels,
The
right?
bells are gonna
I
be
gotta hide the
jingling
family jewels.
all season long.
Yeah. The family jewels are precious and I must hide them.
Hey, that's fair. I was really looking forward to a shopping spree in Victoria's Secret, but I'll save it for your stocking stuffer. I'm gonna go with nice because now we've got one hell of a competition. I think that's a perfect response. You're wearing clothes. Stay in the festive spirit. I mean, I'd love to look sexy, but trust me, nobody wants me in lingerie. So come on. I think easy, nice answer. What are you going with?
I'm going with naughty because I want to see you in assless chaps, man. So you disappointed me.
Doug, keep us grounded.
I gotta go nice because
I want the pickle gallery in the chat to back me
gotta
up.
go nice.
I want to bring in the chat.
Free ball Santa.
Wow. See, you gotta let the jingle bells rock. That's perfect. All right. We've got nice. So now we've got a legitimate competition here. I have 2 would you rathers left, Doug. So we're gonna forego going to you so we can go for a tiebreaker to see who is naughty and who is nice. All right. Wilbur.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend a Christmas Eve in a hot tub with your friends or in a sauna with your crush? And why?
Hot tub with the homies, man. Hot tub with the homies. Couple Christmas sales, hot tub, debauchery. That sounds like the Christmas. You kidding me? Sauna with the crush. She might not even be my crush next year. The homies gonna be there next Christmas.
I think that's a nice answer. The debauchery keeps a little bit of the naughty seasoned in there, but we know it isn't getting too out of hand. And everybody, we've done it enough times. A good hot tub with the homies is a good time. My fear, what world I would love some, time more bare with my crush, but probably not in a setting where I'm sweating from all the places. Like I went into the room that's made for super sweating, and I'm like, shit's cool, isn't it?
Dude, I one thing about saunas though, after like 5 minutes, the sweat just gets to me.
See,
Like,
I
it's
love it. So
ridiculous.
I'd be in my element, just like, no biggie, right? It's just like your elbows are sweating. You're like killing cows. Calories gone. Getting my summer bod.
I had a double chunk chocolate cookie beforehand. No, I'm sweating it out. Leave me be.
All right, we're giving him the nice. We're giving him the nice. So, Silent, can you match the standard or do you fall by the wayside? Does he become naughty or do we keep intensifying the competition?
Honestly, he deserves that.
Oh, yeah.
That was bros.
Doug, you agree? Nice.
Yeah,
Bros before hos. So it's like
So Silent, this is the tiebreaker
Dude,
coming to you.
All four of us would be in the hot tub.
That's right. Kicking it with a Christmas ale. Silent, would you rather have the ability to give everyone the perfect gift every year, but never receive anything in return? Or always receive the perfect gift, but never be able to give anyone, but never be able to give to anyone?
Oh, that's easy. Of course, give everyone the perfect gift because I would rather have people be happy and receive exactly what they wanted for Christmas than them probably getting me something that I don't really want or need.
Well, now we've got an unfortunate predicament because we have increased the niceness and we have failed to break between the two of you. So, Will, I come back to you.
Yay.
Would you rather accidentally send a steamy text meant for your partner to Santa or your pastor?
Whoa.
Oh, my pastor, man. Make his Christmas.
I think that's pretty naughty.
I think it's nice because pastors, you're feeding them what they want.
Poor Santa's already got enough on his plate. Jesus.
He doesn't need Mrs. Claus going through the text feed going, what is this?
He's got to do his own church service and then go to every kid in the world. This guy's just got 9 o'clock mass.
I'm stamping nice. Doug?
Go to Silent. I gotta think about this one. We'll
What
see
a
if my
dork.
vote
Silent,
matters.
naughty or nice?
Yeah, I'm gonna go nice because, like, just like he says, Santa already has so much on his plate. He's so busy in December. So
See,
it's like,
Silent's got his compass is well calibered.
yeah,
All right, Silent, I'm coming to you.
the pastor can handle it. The pastor hears worse things during confession.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
he can handle
He
it.
heard the mayor say
He
some
can-
wild stuff.
Yeah,
Pastor
he
texted me
can
back,
handle
what
some
you
heat.
doing?
He can handle some heat. He'll be all right.
No,
He'll
he
be
sends
all
you back a peach
What you
emoji.
doing?
Santa just let me on red and was like, man, I gotta get on the
Emoji.
damn sleigh.
What is that thing? The cucumber or the artichoke?
The eggplant.
Artichoke and a peach.
Eggplant. You're
Yeah,
like,
peach.
oh,
Yeah, eggplant and peach.
that was meant for my baby girl.
Sorry. Hook, line, and sinker.
Got him. I think I'm gonna go give Mass
Chris
this
Hansen,
Sunday.
well, take a seat. Take a seat.
All right. Okay. Would you rather wear a sexy Santa costume to your family Christmas party or a sexy reindeer onesie to a nightclub?
Oh, easy. So easy.
Yeah, I'm going reindeer and nightclub.
Easy.
Too easy.
I don't even
Because, like,
care what his reason
imagine
is.
how much
That's
attention
nice.
that will
That's
get.
not-
Nice.
I agree. All right. We gotta land this plane, damn it. Stop being so nice. Will, would you rather have to explain your internet search history to Santa, and that's the private one included, or to your parents on Christmas morning?
Santa, he could view it with me.
Yeah, from an unbiased.
Yeah, Santa. Hey, man, check this out.
My-
Look at mom and dad and say, check this out. No.
Naughty or nice, Doug?
I have to go with that's nice because I think that would ruin Will's parents' Christmas.
Probably.
Yeah.
Silent, naughty, nice. I'm going.
Yeah, that's nice. Cause
Right.
like Santa already seen you when you're naughty. He's seen you when you're nice. He knows what you're up to.
He's always
So-
watching you anyways.
He's always watching you
Interesting.
anyway.
He's watching
so
me
it's
look
like-
at it anyways.
So
All right,
it's like
this
it's like
is-
yeah.
I got a good one for you. This one's actually
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay.
Would you rather have to use candy canes as hygiene utensils
Okay.
for a week
Whoa.
or tinsel as underwear for a day? So you're either brushing your teeth with a candy cane for a week and you got a little bit of a gold tinge, or you're scarring everyone everywhere you go for a day.
Yeah, no, I don't want charges. I don't want to be on a registered offenders list. I'm going with candy cane. Yeah, I'm going with candy cane. That's much
I just
easier.
feel like that's got to be nice. The tinsel
Yeah,
just sounds
it's-
like corporate punishment.
Yeah, it's yeah. You
I wear a
Again,
tinsel.
again, good luck finding a job when you're on the registered offenders list. Yeah, okay. Nope.
Totally.
Nope.
Coming to you.
Yeah.
Would you rather be caught making out with an elf in Santa's workshop or Santa in the break room?
Elf.
Whoa.
Elf.
I think we're straying away. There's
It's
no.
got to be the elf. Like you know.
Where's all these naughty questions at, Alex?
I mean, these are naughty. It's just there's a clear answer.
It's just I like the elf. Like
The answer is a
Santa?
little-
No.
Well, I haven't vetted tiebreakers this deep. I'm just going to
Dude, the elf might be
All right,
like.
Alex, let's just say they're both naughty and I'm clearly the winner and be done. They're both
That's not
equally
part of
naughty.
it, dog. That's not. But we have to find the loser.
No, you're
That's the
both
point of the
equally naughty. We've gone this long and you're both still naughty.
I'm going to silent for one last one. We can't stop in the middle of the round. Silent, would you rather? Wait, what did we decide on you? I think the elf was the obvious answer.
Yeah, Elf was
Yeah,
nice.
Alpha was really obvious because obviously we don't want to upset Mrs. Claus. As we
Yeah,
Yeah,
See?
I don't want to be a home wrecker.
yeah.
We've walked that road.
Yeah.
All right, Silent, would you rather have a Christmas tree decorated entirely with lingerie or entirely with embarrassing childhood photos?
Oh, easy. Embarrassing childhood photos. I have a lot of those. and
That's
it's
the right
hilarious.
answer.
It's hilarious. I think it's hilarious, personally. Like looking at your
Mom
embarrassing-
walks in, bras.
It's like remember the time when we took this
guy with
photo and your mom starts roasting you versus like a freaking
he's not
36 double D triple laced pink bra from Victoria's Secret. Yeah, no thanks.
It'd be an
No, thanks.
expensive tree.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the elf on the tree.
All right, I only got two more. We're gonna.
Okay.
This is either it. You guys are either the worst and Doug's God, or one of you is a loser. Will, would
Yeah.
you rather only be able to gift naughty toys, wink, wink, as Silent was describing it, for Christmas, or only receive them from everyone?
Whoa, that's a tough one.
This is that
Yeah.
age-old moral question that God
Schrodinger's
answers it.
cat.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's.
Probably receive them because I will save people the embarrassment of having to do that. And by
You'd
then, it'll
have to explain it every time.
just me. It's just like it's a bit. You got to be there. You got one for me, rather than like I get them for them and they look at me like I'm a psychopath. I can be like, no, it's my thing. I get it. I get glass ones. I get molded ones.
Glass ones.
I get the best ones.
I just
They
love
come to me. I give them. They re-gift them.
what these bonus rounds are showing us is Will just vaguely knows where that line is. He knows the line exists.
He keeps towing that line.
Yeah,
dude.
But it's like if anyone's gonna do it, might as well take it for the team, man.
I
Take it
gotta
for the team.
check out my wall.
My friend, hey, where should I go to shop for you? Spencer's. You know it's all there.
Receive. Can't send everyone naughty ones. That include kids.
Yeah. Like, might as well just send them to me. I don't even care.
Hey Billy, what's in your stocking?
Oh,
Uncle Will gave me a toy.
Uh-oh.
It's a Lego. You
All right.
build it up.
Silent, you're either naughty with this answer or you're going down with the Wilbur ship. Last one for you is, would you rather spend Christmas Eve alone with the Grinch or with Jack Frost? And they're both very flirty.
Oh. Oh my god.
Both a little flirtatious.
I've got my answer. I know what I'd say.
Doug's like, I've already done in snow before.
Hmm.
You can make a snowman's rump puff as you want it.
There's always enough cushion
Jack
there.
Frost nipping at your nose.
I kind of I'm gonna go with Jack Frost because I have a feeling that his flirtatiousness will be way easier to handle than the
Some
Grinch's.
stick just puts its hand on your shoulder. Hey.
All right, so he said Jack Frost. What are we voting, guys?
Wait, what was the reasoning?
Because he would be way less intense
Yeah.
with his flirting than the Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch would
Definitely.
be up on it.
Grinch would be all over it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Grinch is like furry.
7 o'clock, silent. 7:15, silent again. 7:30, wallow in self-pity. I'm going, that's nice. You both suck. We know who's naughty. Doug ain't. That's
That's it.
one game. All right, so guys, thank you for joining us this long. Shout out to Brandon Richardson and everybody else that joined us in the comments and joined a bit of part of the show. It's a good time. Silent, tell them where they can find you.
Kick.com/Silent Destroyer. We're live every single day.
Hey, cheers to that. Otherwise, guys, we want to appreciate you for joining us. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. If we made you laugh, if we made you think, the best thing you could do to support this show, come on, we're free every week, coming at you live. The best thing you could do is share that link. If you liked it, that means someone else you know probably will too. We're fighting against algorithms. They don't want us getting out there. And so, again, the best thing you could do to share your love and show your support is take that link and spread it around. Otherwise, don't miss us each week because we're coming back at you every week. And so be sure, and next week is going to be a Monday again, even though every week we do Tuesdays. Because of the holidays, these 2 weeks, we're going to be going to told you Silent was naughty. I know he's a naughty boy. But you know, at least they're even the naughty folks we got floating around in the Rethink Tank. They're mildly nice. They've got a nice zest to them.
We like to balance the thin gray line.
We have all the shades of gray here at the Rethink Tank. So if we made you laugh, we made you think, be sure to check it out. But we've got new podcasts coming at you each week. Our live show on our reactions channel coming at you on Sundays and all this fun content. You know, the palate cleanser on Sundays. Get a couple laughs, get away from the politics and just enjoy some fun. And then we follow that show up on the same channel. Me, Will, and Doug have our football show, the Sunday Football Review. So as you get ready for football on Sunday and want to get prepped, I mean, heck, football's going to Netflix this week. So be sure to check us out. We'll be there. But otherwise, guys, you can find it all in one central place, and that's at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. So be sure to head over there. But otherwise, guys, we'll catch you on the next episode.